6:40 a.m. Let's see what this looks like. All right, it's not raining. Not seeing any animals currently. There's some in the background over there. But we got some time to hang out here, so, you know, might have some come by. And maybe they'll do some feeding or something. I don't know. Actually feeling pretty awake already, but brewing up some Joffrey's coffee. And then just gonna go sit out and watch everything. Well, I see a cast member all the way in the distance, roaming the savannah, cleaning up. Not a whole lot else right this second. There were a few things over there, but again, we got some time here. It's probably about like 40 minutes before we have to head to breakfast. So we definitely have some time to hang out here. Hopefully they do some sort of feeding or something here and bring the animals out. Or they just naturally, you know, walk over here, you know, quote unquote naturally. But we'll see. Regardless, we'll still see plenty because we can just hop out onto the view over there by Sanaa after we eat breakfast. So. Looks like the birds are starting to roam in the distance. Just walking around looking for food. I think they might be feeding them. That one's creeping up like they're feeding them at the very least. Oh, there comes another one. Yeah, not totally sure. All right, so as I'm being blinded by the sun, this wasn't as amazing as I thought it would be at sunrise. It's still nice to just sit out here, drink some coffee, look out onto the savannah, but definitely a lack of animals right now at this hour, which is fine just because, you know, we can always just come back here even when we're not staying here. At some point when we're down, we can just kind of like resort hop. We can get here in the morning, and just get here at whatever ideal time it is that they're kind of like feeding the animals and they're all out. And since it's not sunrise, it means it's not something they can only see like when you're staying here. Yeah, I am being extremely blinded right now. So we're gonna head out to Sanaa right now. And now I'm tearing up from the sun. I swear it's from the sun. But yeah, we're gonna head out now. So we're sitting here at Sanaa right now, the breakfast place here at Kidani Village. And it's nice that it's got the savannah view right here. I just got a cinnamon bun. And Steph, what'd you get?
I got the bourrée breakfast. It's eggs and meat and the African potatoes.
Okay, gotcha.
That should be good.
Okay. So we're just waiting for our food right now, and for Steph's food. Basically, unfortunately, it turns out that the one pool is not 24 hours. So, again, I don't know how that.
Well, it might have been prior to.
It might have been prior to the whole situation or everything, but I don't know. I'm not totally sure. Anyway, so it means we're not going to be able to go in any pools on this trip because the pools open at 11 and our checkout time is 11. No, the giraffes have joined us for breakfast. Oh, he's really getting close now. He's right... Okay, can't really see him in the glare, but he is right there. See your legs? You can kind of see him. Window's a little dirty. There he is. Yeah. Up making our pass. I just got some of their food, now they come back. Yeah, that is very close. But we're all finished up, so we're gonna head out of here shortly. Oh, there's the other one. And so once again, we are eating inside, but you know, the tables are just spaced out normally, but then, you know, they have the signs on the certain ones that you can't eat at. So it is perfectly fine in here. There's like no one right next to us here, no table, anything. So it's very spaced out. We just came back out here to the little savannah platform. Just checking some things out before heading back to our room. Not a ton out in this area. There's this guy over here. There's an ostrich over there in the distance. Oh, there's that guy laying down. And the giraffes are all the way over there. So we're back at the room now, and here's someone just restocking the feeders, which is great. Yeah, there's a feeder right there in front of the room, so probably soon enough there'll be animals coming right up here. We might not get a chance to see them though, because we are just kind of getting ready to pack up and go drop our bags off. That's okay. Again, we'll be back in the future, probably to Jumbo House, because Kidani Village is fine, but it's like you are like so far back here, whereas Jumbo House, I believe, actually kind of like extends out into the savanna. So I think you have a better chance of seeing some stuff, because stuff might not come like all the way back here. Yeah, I mean, at least on average, probably you have a better chance of Jumbo House. I don't know though. You know, we'll try it in the future and see how it is. Oh, see, look at that. Just a few minutes later, now we got a giraffe coming over. They know where the food's at. All right, one last view of the savanna before we head out, and the giraffe is right there. I mean, that's as close as he can be. Like, that's where the feeding thing is. I don't see any there closer. So, he's pretty close. You can at least see him from here. Looks like a tinier one.
Maybe it was the baby.
Yeah. Okay, bye Savannah. Okay, we still haven't left, but this is probably the last view of the savanna. And here's that zebra foal from last night. And there's his family. Yeah. This is very nice. Oh, there's the giraffe in the background too. Oh, there's two giraffes in the background. Oh, there's so much out right now. So to give you an idea, it's about 9:41 right now. So they're definitely out a lot more. But they're also mowing the lawn, so maybe that's like woke them all up, I don't know. But yeah, definitely a pretty active time right now for all the animals. One last video before dropping our bags off. The giraffe is just planted right there in front of the little walkout. And then there's the bighorn guys over there. Yeah, super active right now. So cool. We're on the bus to Hollywood Studios. Didn't wait long at all, unlike yesterday for Epcot. And Steph is taking advantage of the USB chargers right now. Let's see, where is it? Yep, right in there. All right. Yeah, I can't multitask. Skyliner is going overhead. We'll probably ride that at some point. Like maybe even just to ride it. I don't know, we'll see. The queue for the Skyliner goes back super far. Like, yeah, all the way back here and then.
Compared to New Year's Eve at Epcot, that's not that long.
Yes, okay, compared to New Year's Eve at Epcot, which, you know, that video coming at some point, this isn't that bad, but it's still crazy how long the lines can potentially be because of the distancing. All right, so in that tent back there, we did the temperature screening. Then we just went through security and we're almost in. Very, very simple, no lines.
Again, this is much better than
Again, much better than New Year's Eve. So we're just kind of walking right in. Yep, Disney's Hollywood Studios will be closing at 8 p.m. A little early, but we're here right now. We've made it. We're not gonna be here for too long because we do have to go pick up the rental car and check into our Airbnb. We'll be here for a little bit. And there's Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway right at the end here. The wait time right now is like 70 minutes, so we're probably not gonna do that immediately. Just checking out all the ink and paint merchandise. It's a really cool line. Definitely leads to a lot of interesting looking stuff. It's just that most of the stuff, you know, its base has to be white. Personally not a fan of like white shirts and things like that, but obviously there are some things that doesn't matter. I mean, the plates are cool and the placemat. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff in this series. Oh, and the bowls are nice. Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff. Busy duck, looking for some food. He started quacking as I started the video. Okay, so we've been searching a little bit for masks. They didn't really have our sizes before, but we did find them here over at, what was the name of the store?
Disney & Co, I think it's called.
Yeah, Disney & Co. It's over there. It's on the right side back there, near the entrance. So we did find masks that we want. We'll probably be wearing them at some point during the trip. So
You just want to bite the bullet
stay tuned for that.
line.
Get in line for Runaway Railway. Let's see how long it actually looks and if it's like outside or not. So we might get in line for Runaway. Let's see. We're doing it. It's a 35-minute wait, or at least that's what it says on the app. It shouldn't be too bad, but a lot of the queue is outside right now. And the sun did just come back out, but it feels fine right now. I'm saying it feels fine right now. Might not feel fine in standing in the sun for a little bit, but for right now, it feels totally fine. It's July, and it really is not that bad here. We're being treated to one of the cavalcades while we're standing in line. So there's Chip and Dale out front, just waving to everyone. There's Minnie in her car, Pluto behind her. Mickey in his car behind her. This is awesome. Probably as close as we're gonna get to them, but that's still a nice little treat. And we'll probably see it again at some other point. Yeah, I really love these random kind of like pop-up cavalcades as opposed to the parades. Well, there weren't even any parades in Hollywood Studios, so it's actually really nice. Yeah, I like this. I hope they keep this after, you know, everything is over, because it's pretty cool. There's a lot of extended queues and contingency plans here, but we're finally in. The wait is now 55 minutes, so I'm glad we got in when we did. So here we go. And of course, we are now in spoiler territory. If you care, if you know, just want to experience the ride for the first time yourself. But now we're in. They've pretty much kept most of the same theming inside the Chinese theater, but then just, you know, added like some posters of the Mickey Mouse shorts, the new Mickey Mouse shorts. Of course, we got hand sanitizer in line, so I'm going to take advantage of that. And yeah. They're actually not static. They actually just keep changing. I thought they were just static posters, but they actually just keep moving. Maybe I'll try to catch it, but yeah, it just moved actually. We'll have like a plastic partition here, just so that you're not next to other people. Here, it's simply that they have you wait up there, and then when these people move, you go all the way here. So it's still very nice, even when they don't have the separation. No one's like right next to each other. So then even here, where, yes, people are going to be next to each other on different levels, they have it so you can't stand here. Oh, geez. Oh, no.
Enjoy their perfect picnic. Engineer Goofy pulled up in his train, and let's just say he had a real blast. So you can take a shortcut to the train station.
Oh, we got to... Well, he said a shortcut to a train station, so maybe it's down right now, or it's... Or we're good. I don't know. I don't know what just happened. Anyway, yeah, they basically say like you can't stand anywhere here, so you're still distant. There might be some sort of pre-show, and we're all just on our different spots, distant from each other.
It's Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse short, perfect picnic. But as you can see, Engineer Goofy had a real blast. So instead of watching the cartoon, we will just be entering it. Go ahead, party on one, and my party on two.
Yeah. So now that we're inside, we do have the partitions that say do not touch, so we'll not do that. And yeah, then we're pretty much almost to the ride. So I'm not sure if that was supposed to be, I think that was supposed to be a free show that they kind of just skipped. So maybe like you're just watching the cartoon and then at some point like Goofy like busts through or something. I don't know, maybe that's just how it is normally. It's just like, yeah, something happened, but I feel like they did a little bit more exposition. They kind of announced over the loudspeakers like, oh, Goofy blew through or something. So I think it's supposed to be a free show. Yeah, it definitely felt like a free show ride. So, you know, we haven't seen any videos of this ride, so we don't know. So maybe we'll find out in the future if there was supposed to be a free show or not. Okay, so here they're just loading pretty much every other row. It's a very interesting looking ride vehicle, very detailed. Yeah, Goofy's not poking his head out there, but it's a very cool ride vehicle. 1928. That's he did come through.
Hey, Mickey, Minnie.
Sure to take good care of our friends.
What's there with me? What could possibly go wrong?
Oh no! I must have hit that track switch!
Oh boy. Oh, here we go. Woo. The train separated. That's awesome.
Hooray, hooray, hooray!
Go away.
Right up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Woo! Wow.
We made it! Nothing can stop us now!
Oh wow.
We have to stop them before they go over the rock!
Welcome, dancers, welcome. Come, come, come. Oh, look at all those rights. Come on in. Don't be shy. That's right. Everyone to your positions. Ready? And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, excellent. You're all waltzing so beautifully together. Now, let's come down.
Oh god. Woo! Woo! Hey Mickey. Hey Mickey. Oh, hi Goofy.
That concludes my guided tour. Hope you had a relaxing ride around the park. And thanks for sticking with me. Hey, picnickers! Told you nothing was gonna go wrong.
Nothing can stop us now. I am so
Okay, so very glad we didn't see any spoilers for the ride.
Definitely.
I think you enjoyed it more than I did.
Yeah, it was better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
At first, like seeing the queue, I was like, oh, I don't think they did much this year. And then you see the ride, and it's like, oh yeah, they did a lot of work on this.
Yeah, if you're expecting just like a lazy retheme of the great movie right now, no.
It was so good.
Like not even close. Like none of that was recognizable
No.
as any part of the great movie ride. Because obviously it was a trackless ride.
Yep.
That the train split, which
Yep.
was crazy.
And then somehow Goofy's train came back at the end.
Yeah, he just popped out of nowhere. I didn't even like see where that came from.
It was.
I mean, and there's just like so much happening that like you have to ride it multiple times.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can tonight.
Yeah.
And I'll do that without videoing it because videoing it takes away a little bit from it. So I'll probably enjoy it more the second time.
I'm so excited. Like, I really hope we get to ride it again, and I look forward to riding it again in the future.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Very good. The only thing, like, I would say the projections on Mickey and Minnie were a little jarring. just because they're like kind of like balloon faces
I
with
think
the
they look
projections
pretty
on
cool,
them.
though.
But that's how it has to be with like the cartoony look to it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I mean,
obviously,
you know,
like normal Goofy would have been like really cool
Yeah.
on that ride, but you know they're going with that new.
they're going with the new style, which is fine. It's fine. It's the first Mickey Minnie ride.
And they incorporated like all the characters. Although Donald wasn't in there.
Donald was there several times.
Oh yeah, he was in the one room.
He was in the mustard stand. He was in the
Yeah,
truck.
yeah.
Again,
He didn't
there-
have that big focus like
yeah,
Disney did.
but there's a lot of stuff going on, so you have to ride it multiple times to see everything that's going on.
It was.
And also, you get a different experience because it's a trackless ride. You go to different sections every time, so it's absolutely a very, very re-rideable ride.
Yeah, like it's probably a must ride for me. Like depending on how long the wait is, obviously.
Yeah,
If
I mean,
it's, like,
it's
under an hour, I'd probably wait in that.
especially if you can't make it on Rise of the Resistance, which is another trackless ride, then you should definitely get on this one. Because I mean, that's still the only 2 trackless rides here at Disney. Technically, Tower of Terror is. So they're all here in Hollywood Studios, which is hilarious. But they are going to have Ratatouille and Epcot, which will be a trackless one. I think that's it for right now.
I think so.
I don't think there's any other like trackless ones that are in the works. But yeah, that was awesome. I don't know what we're going to do now. We'll figure it out. So the merchandise is actually outside in like a little outdoor stand. So we're just checking all that out right now. All right, so that was day 2, part 1. Now, I thought I was going to be able to fit all this into one video. There was a lot of footage from that day. And not all of it was Disney related. Because, as you'll see in the next video, we finish up at Hollywood Studios. And then the rest of the day is pretty much a giant disaster. Just a complete, utter disaster. It's funny. Especially now looking back at it, it's funny to look at, but at the time it was just complete misery. So stay tuned for that part to just kind of, again, now we can laugh along at it. Whew, can't wait to relive that. Anyway, yeah, stay tuned for that part.